Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new 2023 Salem 31KQBTS travel trailer. This is a 2-bedroom, 3 slide-out trailer. We're going to take a few minutes, walk you through the inside and outside of the RV, then we'll close it up at the end and show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are up inside the brand new 2023 Salem 31KQBTS travel trailer here. We're going to spin through the inside and then head on back out. So we're going to start back here in the rear of the camper first. This is the back bunk room. Nice little setup area here. So starting off with a few changes for 2023. They have new wood color, new floor. The back bedroom back here no longer has carpet, where everybody's kind of been asking for that the last few years, to do away with carpet back here. They finally did it. It does have the woven material that they use on like pontoon boats and stuff on the slide floors, but no actual carpet on the subfloor. Looking at the rear here, you have a lot of little storage totes. Room back here for a large TV, electric box with the breakers and fuses back there, and hanging closet on each side there. Now over here, we have our upper bunk, which is basically over top of the outside kitchen. And then the lower bunk will actually flip down when you want to use it. There's some storage underneath of there as well. Now that lower bunk does have to be in up position when you close up the slides. So that's important to remember. Looking over here at the other side, we have the Versa bed set up here. So right now it's in sofa mode. We have the upper bunk flipped up. There is kind of like a little chalkboard thing on the bottom of it, but you can actually drop the top bunk down and flip the Versa bed out, which basically gives you, I think it was a 60 by 74 inch roughly short queen mattress. Over on the wall over there, there's electric outlet on each side and USB charger port on each side as well. Swing door to get you in and out of this room. And then looking up at the roof, there is a roof vent in here. Now, if you do a second air conditioner, it actually goes in this spot right here. You can see where they do a pre-wire right here. That's if it's ordered with 50 amp service. The unit comes 30 amp service standard, 1 AC. Option for 50 amp service, option for second AC. So depending on where you might live climate-wise, you may want that second AC, but if you're from Canada or some of the northern states, you may not need it. So talk with your sales guy about that as you are shopping around. Now coming back out here into our living room, bathroom area, kitchen area here. So we have a pantry here on the side. Electric outlet down there as well. Slide control buttons are right here. We will get to the slide of the unit when we get to the end of the video here. Digital thermostat for your air conditioner and your propane furnace. Bathroom area here. You have a skylight up above. It does have AC vent in here. Roof vent up top as well. Little medicine cabinet area there. Some storage down below. Foot flush toilet. ABS tub surround on the shower. Has the pull across heavy duty vinyl door. But overall, an okay sized bathroom for a unit this size. Looking back toward the front here, you have the Versa lounge dinette setup here. So right now I have it in lounge mode. But this right here has some storage underneath the sofa. That sofa will actually flip down into bed mode as well. Over here you have your U-shaped dinette, and basically what happens is this backer that's in the middle here comes off and then flips around to use as the backer for the dinette. So you can do lounge mode or dinette mode. Now this whole thing will drop down and make into one large super bed. So you could sleep, you know, 3-4 people here, depending on their size, pretty comfortably. And there is storage down below the dinette seats as well. Little doors that open up, and you got little totes under there also. Big windows overlooking the back side of the RV. Pull down roller shades. Over here is the little kitchen area, and you have the Ever-Chill refrigerator. So it is a 12-volt refrigerator, 10.7 cubic foot. Propane leak detector down there. And just below the refrigerator is an access panel to get you to the back of the water heater for winterization stuff. Just below the stove is an access panel to get you to the back of the propane furnace in case you need to do anything to that. You have the Greystone gas stove here. It's basically oven on bottom, 3-burner stove top, has the glass front, does also have a light built in, light up knobs, has the flip down glass lid so you can give yourself some extra counter space if you're not cooking. To the left of that, you have 3 full extending pull out ball bearing drawer guided drawers here. And then you have some storage underneath of your sink area. High-rise spring sprayer faucet. And it does have a double bowl sink. Greystone hood range light and fan. Greystone microwave. And then you have some cabinets there to the left. Window behind the stove does open. Again, all vinyl floor throughout this section as well, except for on the slide floor. You have that woven stuff they use on the pontoon boats and things. Fireplace changed up. Still an electric fireplace, but it does have a mirrored front, so it looks a little different than last year's version. You also have some cabinet space on each side there. A little bit of space above the Furrion soundbar there for some storage. But that's also where your TV hookups are. So you got cable satellite outlets there, along with the TV antenna booster button, the electric outlet, and pre-wire for a King Wi-Fi system that you could put on the roof, aftermarket if you wanted to. Plenty of room for a nice large TV to go there. Coleman ducted AC system. Going on up this direction here, we have the bedroom. So this changed up a little bit. You have a bigger mattress now. You have a 66 by 78 mattress. So it's 6 inches wider than last year's version. A 60 by 80 is a normal queen. This is 66 by 78. So a couple inches short, but 6 inches wider than a traditional queen. Hanging closet on each side along with overhead cabinet space there. Now this bed will raise up. You can see it flipped up here in the picture. There's a little laundry hamper thing on the right, some more tote things underneath of there. And then there's even an area below the tote things where you could maybe kick your shoes and stuff underneath out of the way. Window on both sides of the bed. And the windows do open. USB charger port and electric outlet on both sides of the bed as well. There's TV hookups on the ceiling up here, so you could mount your TV here on the wall. There is room to maneuver around here as well. Heat and AC both in this room. Now on the side of the cabinet here, we have some controls. There's a dimmer light switch, and some other stuff here. We'll go over this when we come back in here shortly to close her up. We're gonna head outside. I wanna show you around the outside of the RV. We'll be right back on the outside. All right, we are back on the outside of the brand new 2023 SALEM 31KQBTS travel trailer here. We're gonna start here on the door side, kind of spin our way around. So first things up on the exterior, we have an all new graphics package and color change. So they went from the silver version that they've used for the last couple years back to a white metal with some black lower accenting along with some blues. So completely different color look on the outside compared to last year's version. We have power awning, LED light strip built in, adjustable arms for tilting for water runoff, and you have a manual override in the front arm head in case of an electronic failure. It is a 12-volt powered awning. Up here you do have a large storage compartment. Now on this side they actually put kind of a dry erase board on the back of here so you could make yourself some notes. You have magnetic holder to hold it up. Big pass-through storage. Now over here you do have your pre-wire for roof mount solar if you wanted to add that aftermarket. There's a light back here, and then you also have a few handle tools here as well. The unit has more ride entry step here. It's a triple entrance step, comes down, touches the ground, rated for 500 pounds, where a traditional hover step is only rated for 300 pounds. Again, feet touching the ground help keep the RV from shaking and rocking and rolling when the kids are running in and out. That just flips right up inside the doorway when you're traveling. Entry door and traditional screen door. Large folding entry handle there to help you get in and out of the RV. Above the window there is this stove exhaust, which has a little flapper in it you have to open when you're cooking. Little advertisement stickers there on the window. One reminding you about that King Wi-Fi Connect pre-wire stuff. Another one reminding you that the RV has a heated enclosed underbelly with removable access panels. Next to that large folding entry handle there is your model number, again 31KQBTS. When you're out shopping at a dealer's lot, that's where you'll identify the unit you might like, scribble that down or take a picture with your cell phone so you can tell the sales guy what you like. 6-gallon gas electric water heater. You can see in the picture popping up here, 1 1/16 drain plug in the lower middle, electric switch in the lower left, and then your pressure relief valve in the top center. Relieve the pressure before you try to drain it. Down below here, you can see just in front of the tire, the fresh water tank drain for your portable water. 1.5-inch gate valve to dump it out really quick compared to the little capped off lines that some models have. Now just up above that, we're gonna have the freshwater fill. It is a gravity fill here, the little round thing. And basically just stick your hose in there, fill it up. You can tell by your monitor panel in there how full it's getting. Furnace exhaust out right here. You have 2 outdoor speakers here, along with an electric outlet as well. Dual axle unit. So you have 6-lug steel wheels, drum brakes. They are 12-volt brakes, so you do have to have a brake controller in your truck to control the brakes on the camper. Very important to make sure you got a brake control. Over here on the slide out is prepped for Solaire slide toppers. That can be done aftermarket. Talk with your sales guy if that interests you. Slide out awning covers are a nice feature to have. Covers the top of the slide room, basically helping repel a lot of water, leaves, twigs, debris. Shades the top of the room to try and help keep it a little cooler as well. Little kitchen area here, so we have some storage space, another cable outlet. We have also electric outlet here, light in here, hot and cold water sink that is plumbed to go underneath instead of a little dump sink. And then you have your 110 mini fridge here. So that only works when you're plugged in. There is a little rack holder back there as well, so you could maybe hang some cooking utensils on and stuff. Now coming around to the back, you also have a grill. It's on a long swing arm. I didn't get it out, but it will swing out and comes over here fairly nicely, so you can do some cooking back here. Spare tire is technically an option. Most dealers do stock it with it, but some people buy this model and just park it somewhere permanently and don't want the spare. So depending on your habits of camping, you may or may not want that feature. Up top, it is pre-wired for a Furrion observation camera. That observation camera right there will allow you to see behind you when you're traveling down the road or backing into a campsite. Really nice feature to add. Again, talk with a sales guy. They'd be glad to go over that with you too. Just to the right up there, you'll see that black bar. That is now prepping for the Lippert telescoping ladder that you can buy aftermarket. If you want to do basically have some sort of ladder to get up and check your roof and maintain stuff, that can now be done right there. This one was ordered with 50 amp electric service. That is detachable right here in the rear corner. It stretches out probably about 25 or 30 foot long cord. The unit comes standard 30 amp electric, 50 amp option, second AC option, depending on how your, again, camping needs are needed to be done there. Next to that electric outlet is your city water inlet and cable satellite inlets as well. Now looking down below here, you can see hot and cold low point water drains. You can also see the heavy duty scissor jacks with the JT strong arm crossbars. Really nice jack system here that will really help stabilize it, especially on these bunkhouse models where the kids are running around a lot. That definitely helps. They do have an option for power jacks. They're not as stable and not as strong as these, but if you move around and travel a lot, you may want those. Personally, I like these jacks better. I got a good cordless drill with a bit. I zip them down, tighten up those JT strong arms, and I'm usually pretty secure. Now, over a little bit there, you also have your two dump areas. One is for the outside sink and for the kitchen, basically the outside kitchen. And the other one is over there underneath, just behind the axles, is for your gray, galley, and black water dumps of the rest of the RV. Now looking in between the slides here, you have your black tank flush. This is where you would hook up a hose to, and it will flood the toilet tank, rinse it out. Very nice feature to have. I would definitely make sure you have that dump handle pulled, so when you do hook it up, it's going to rinse everything out and not accidentally back flush into the RV. So very important when you are using that to hook up your dump hose properly and pull your handle first. Now, looking up at the roof here, I almost forgot to mention, you can kind of see some stuff up there as far as plumbing, stack vents, AC, TV antenna, quite a few things up there. And you got to get up there from time to time and maintain those seams and seals and stuff. Make sure that's all looking okay. Very important to do so you don't end up with water leaks on any RV. They all have, the same basic kind of stuff up there on the roofs. So make sure you get up there and check them out. The other side of the pass-through storage compartment here. And then right here, you're gonna have some important informational stickers. We're gonna pop these up for you too. The very first one popping up here is gonna be your main production data sticker. This has your production date, VIN number, axle size, but most importantly on this sticker, gross vehicle weight. That's the most you can load the RV up to, axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined. Do not exceed that number. Next is your unloaded vehicle weight. This is checked when it rolls off the factory assembly line. They put it on the scale, check it out. So it tells you what it weighed dry, and then it also has the length on it. Next is your cargo carrying capacity sticker, basically telling you how much gear you can load into the RV before you exceed that first gross weight on that sticker. So again, don't exceed that. And last but not least, tire sticker here. Really important here, basically telling you tire size, but most importantly, tire pressure. Make sure you check your tire pressure. Very, very important. If the tire pressure gets too low, the RV will overload the tires. Basically, the tires can't hold all that weight. So make sure you check the tire pressure, make sure they're proper. Check your lug nuts from time to time, very important. RVs get a lot of side load, twisting and turning, and you could loosen lug nuts over time as well. So very important to check all that. Down here we have our power tongue jack. Push a button, goes up and down, it's 12 volt powered. It is light built in and manual override in case of an electronic failure. Two 20-pound propane tanks are standard on the RV with a hard cover. This one, the customer upgraded to 30-pound propane tanks with a little bit bigger cover. It comes with 0 batteries from the RV maker. There's room for 1 or 2 batteries to go back here. When you purchase from Couch's RV Nation, you at least get 1. If you wanted a second one, talk with your salesperson about that. Battery disconnect right here to shut down the battery system. You have 7-way Bargman wiring plug for your lights and brake control stuff. You also have a breakaway switch, 2 5/16 hitch ball as well. Now again, very important, make sure you have a brake controller in your tow vehicle so that you can operate the brakes and everything properly. Nicely rounded back front end. So it is sloped pretty well. It's not a traditional flat front. So you can kind of see stepping back here, it will allow the wind to kind of roll over the top a little better. All right, we're gonna head back inside. I wanna close it up for you real quick, show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, guys, I wanna show you what this back bedroom looks like closed. Now, in order to do that, I have to set the camera down, close the main bedroom door so that we could close it up. So you're gonna hit the button to bring in your slide. Pretty simple to do, just push in, push out when you're ready to go. You wanna make sure the floor is clean. This is very, very important. Floor needs to be clean so that you don't accidentally run something over, rip and damage your floor. Another thing, make sure your cabinet doors back there are also closed. Very, very important to do so again, you don't damage those doors. Be sure to check out the folks at Couch's RV Nation. They are one of the largest internet discount dealers in the country. They will take and save you a lot of money if you're interested on a new RV. So you can see what it looks like kind of coming in. When it's in, it's a very tight fit. You can see maybe on the camera here, I can't open this door to get back there. So very important to make sure everything is in order before you get it closed up and before it's opened up. Now when it's going in and out, you could let off the button, kind of go outside, make sure that you're not about to run into a water pole or electric pole or something at the campground. So you can kind of do that as you're setting things up. Heard that ratchety kind of noise there? That was basically the little worm gear slipping to let you know that the slide is all the way out. Okay, so you kind of seen that, I hope, on the camera there. We'll find out when we go back to edit the footage. See how well it looked or not. And then up here, we have to do our big slide. So when we are ready to close up our big slide, that button is right back up here. So we got our in and out for that one. We have some light switches, a dimmer light switch, water heater on gas switch, water pump switch, battery meter, fresh water, black, gray, and galley water meters to tell us how full they're getting. So you got a little bit of control here. Now your electric switch for your water heater is going to be outside. You'll see that when we get out there. But we're going to bring this in. So when we are ready to come in, again, make sure your floor is clean. Make sure your cabinet doors back there are latched into place. But you basically just push the button. It's going to come straight in, go straight out. It does kind of come up at a hair of an angle because it's got to come up over the subfloor. Now when it's in, it's a pretty tight fit. So I can kind of come up in here. I have full access to the master bedroom. There's no problem getting in and out of that part of it. But coming around here, I could kind of step onto my slide floor here a little bit, come over here. I could, use my stove if I needed to. I could use my refrigerator, load and unload it. That would be perfectly fine, but I'm not really getting back into the bathroom or that bedroom back there. You might be able to, put one of the kids over through there, but again, when those slides are closed, that door won't open, so you can't get back there. You could possibly get a little bit of stuff out of your pantry if needed to. But overall, it's still somewhat functional. You could come in, sleep in your room. Kids could sleep on the little sofa area and stuff here if needed, for if you're stopping at a rest area or something, or you could just come in and grab something out of the refrigerator if needed. And you hit the button to take it right on back out. Again, thanks a bunch for taking the time to watch my RV videos. I really do appreciate it. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you know anybody that might be looking for an RV. Have them check out the folks at Couch's RV Nation. Thanks again.